Not gonna lie, really questioning my life decisions right now. Could have been a miner like my dad. No, wanted to be a drug dealer like my aunt.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yes, I'm saying this out loud.
Could have been a Templar for the Church of the Cleansing Fire. Father Aberth hands you a pamphlet, but when you grab the pamphlet, it just ignites in your hands and then burns away.
He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're not worthy."
I was just looking at all of you, going, "You're some weird humans."
Guys, there's something outside the ship.
And I walk out. I walk out of the room and I head towards the bridge.
All right, so you can see like these alien races. They're in their green skin, kind of marbly looking, very milky purple colored eyes. They're not moving. They look like they're frozen in stasis. I mean, they're just like these small capsules that they're in, just keep bouncing off the ship. As the further you start to go in your ship, more and more of them. So eventually there's like hundreds of them around the ship, just like clanging off of it.
Hundreds?
Could have been a colony ship that exploded, but I mean,
would I be able to?
Oh, sorry.
Would I be able to think back and identify what these people might be?
One of the cultures, maybe.
Do we?
Yeah, certainly. Let's see what that falls under. Culture alien, if anybody has that.
I have culture spacer.
Yeah, so do I.
It's more like a trucker.
And I have Traveler.
I have criminal.
So do I.
Criminal or traveler. I'd say traveler over spacer.
So criminal and traveler and
Or
alien. All right.
Let's see. What's the attribute for this kind of
I
thing?
think it's intelligence. or
Anything
knowledge.
but dexterity, I bet. So it doesn't really matter for me.
Yeah, it'd be intelligence.
So you said culture criminal would work?
For these guys, yeah.
Wait, are we
Yeah,
assisting
I have-
anybody?
Oh.
Oh, nice.
No,
You got a 7.
nothing.
I guess we're not assisting each other. All right.
But
Okay.
7 if you need to.
Does somebody else have criminal?
I did. I
All right, well,
rolled.
I was going to assist you.
Oh.
Criminal
shoot.
wasn't
Awesome.
related.
No, he said it was. He said traveler,
Or
criminal,
alien.
and alien.
Intelligence.
Actually,
How
no.
does...
A 9 will work, so.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, you know me. I'm the bad girl of the group.
Right,
Even
these
though
guys
I've
are...
never... Go ahead.
I got a 10.
Oh, geez, that's even
So
better.
you are assisted and you get a 10.
So a little better. These guys are called Shaolins. It's a very tribal sort of race. They come from a primitive planet. They were recently saved by the Brotherhood. They consider them saved when they bring them into their colony. They help them out, upgrade their tech levels, and basically try to civilize them. This race...
Oh wow! The expansionist Christian thing kind of goes along.
That's right. They're a very timid race. They're more of just going out hunting for their food. Very tribalistic.
Oh, you love them, Father.
Now the Brotherhood, when they bring people in, they try to bring them up to their level. They'll put them in schooling to teach them the religions. They help up the tech level, and they basically try to educate them as best they can. If for some reason they don't feel that this race is going to help them out in any way, or they can't be civilized or cultured, then they tend to just kind of wipe them out in one way or another, either just by casting them the civilization out, destroying the planet, or they'll board them on great ships that they call arcs and kind of just ship them off into space.
Oh.
And then they can
Shit.
take over the planet for their own needs and go from there.
What? How is Father Nabrith's faith the worst thing?
Because we kill indiscriminately. They try to do not kill first.
I don't know. I think you're actually the good guy. Your faith's the good guys.
Oh yeah, the one that just kills indiscriminately is gooder than the one that,
But you
For
do
some-
it every 50, 60 years, so people will know it's coming.
every
And you send them an
150.
email.
Yeah.
You guys have to blow up your planet.
Face down.
So yeah, I kind of like thumb on the comms and say, guys, I think there was a colony ship that blew up or something.
So, with your criminal background, you know that these guys, for down in like the Ikram areas, the big trade and oligarchies and stuff, they're often the Brotherhood often use them, send them in as spies. They're very stealthy and sneaky. They're real small, probably only about 3.5, 4 feet in height, but they would kind of use them as not really assassins, but just like hired spies of sorts to get information. Infiltration. That's what word I was looking for. Yes.
Should we take some of them on? What do you guys think?
They're probably dead.
When you do a scan over top of them, you can see that some of them, a lot of them are dead. Every now and then you can see that there's still a little bit of life left in one here and there. As you know, the life support of the pod is still hanging in.
All right, here's the issue with that. Does the ship have a manipulator to collect? Actually, yes, I'm going to ask Elaine, since she is, for all due intensive purposes, the most knowledgeable person about the ship. Does this ship have a means of collecting one of those capsules?
Well, the question is this, Morgan. Where did this happen? Because this couldn't happen when we're jumping.
No, it was right before you jumped.
Okay, this is right before you jumped. Okay.
Yep.
So,
even if we didn't, the cargo hold could be vacked, and Father Aberth would go out and grab one in a rebreather.
Would you?
With a rope. Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah,
that's a good way.
With a rope. That's what we're going to...
All right, guys, I have a rope and grappling hook in my pack.
Tie it around his waist, push him out the door.
I learned this from Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I got a very good idea. We're gonna say this. Seeing that we have the supplies and whatever, the weapons stay in the armory and so on and so forth. Yeah. You should find a vac suit in the armory.
Oh yeah.
If you want one bad enough,
yeah, the ship's locker has any of that stuff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. If you really want one, you could probably go get it. But why do you need this?
Curiosity. We have nothing else to do.
Well, we were about to go on holiday.
We're going on.
What's a few more visitors? And they're on ice, so they won't be taking up any life support.
And I'm sure the father here will take care of it if need be.
We're assuming.
I feel kind of guilty just leaving them floating there in space.
This is kind of bizarre, and also that's also kind of bizarre. Hello, YouTube.
Hello.
Anyways, that's really something that Father Aberth would even worry himself about. But would he know? Well, he asks, I guess, the group if we pick one of them up, is there any chance that someone who monitors their life support or whatever would know that they got picked up here, and it would show them where our ship is?
You mean a tracking device in the life capsule?
Could always check for them.
I think I have the background to check. Let me make sure. Would that be security or stealth? Or no? What would that be? Tech what?
Can I justify Father even thinking about that because of his tactics skill?
That is a good point.
I think the post-tech would fall under that.
I could run a check on that.
Do you have post-tech?
Astronautic check,
I
see.
All right, boys. Here's what we're going to do.
And girls.
And girls. Kind of like
and
himself.
Whatever Elaine is. A girl.
And is. Okay. Anyway. We're going to have somebody in a vac suit after I back out the cargo hold. We're going to back up, try to get one of those capsules to float in. They're going to manually manipulate it, and then we're going to close the hatch. See what we're dealing with.
1, 2, 3. I ain't going out there.
No.
And I gotta fly the ship.
And do we know whether or not when we pick this thing up, if it will tell someone that we have picked it up?
Hang on. Let me consider my options by rolling a skill check. You said astronautics or post-tech could do it. So Elaine could theoretically look, and I could look. Elaine, do you want to roll?
Feel like we need to get one of the capsules onto the ship to figure out if it actually has a tracker.
Probably, yeah. You can
okay,
try
so we
and,
have to
use like your history to kind of, or your skill to make an educated guess.
I'm cool with it.
I have a +1 already, so if you would like to try to, I'm gonna use post-tech. We could both. I mean, what do you have in that?
I only have astronautics. I don't have post-tech.
So then we could run both checks. You know what I mean, to see if we.
I think I have post-tech.
Oh, then you could assist him.
Yeah, I'll do post-tech.
What does assisting exactly do?
It
Does that
adds a
go-
+1.
+1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nope, I don't have post.
Try to think of it, another one's eating details that you can remember or something. Is that like how aiding would work?
Oh,
Yeah, it's like
snap!
Boom!
12.
12.
I'm all like, oh, yes, I
remember
believe that life support things have a very weak sensor array just to detect if you could save them,
Yeah, so
but it generally burns out after a while.
right, if the if the pod has any sort of life support left, it probably has some sort of tracking device. But then again, obviously, if you guys are floating out in space and nobody's here to get them anyway,
Yeah.
do they really care?
Yeah, that assumes someone is watching the watchman. What's a security camera good for if nobody's watching the monitor? Kind of thing, I guess.
Unless they just, space them to get rid of them.
That's
So-
what I would use. You kind of like start maneuvering the ship.
I look
Yeah.
at you like, that's what you would do?
Father Aber shrugs. If you wish to waste your time saving these creatures from the death that they do deserve, then whatever.
You know what?
Hey, it's not
one
gonna
of
take as much time.
This is one of those weird instances where I'm gonna agree with the father. Why?
Father
do-
Aber snorts at Bowie, and I take it you're going out to get them.
He's gotta
I
fly.
gotta
to-
fly.
Well,
Exactly.
couldn't Gus teleport? I've seen him do it. Teleport onto the thing and teleport and bring it back.
That's how much it weighs.
You can
No,
teleport.
Teleports into like the vacuum of space to grab one.
Just hugs it.
No, just remember,
That's like
Elaine
jumping
has
off a cliff.
Elizabeth has no full knowledge of how psionics works. She maybe has a basic medical background of it, but she doesn't know exactly applications of it. So to her, since she knows Gus can teleport, she assumes put a back suit on him, he'll just teleport, grab it, and teleport back into the hole.
Except for that's not how it would work at all.
I don't. Yeah, but Elizabeth
That's
doesn't.
totally
know that.
how it would work too, if he was a higher level. But that's meta.
Right.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but this is just character-wise knowledge. She assumes he can do that.
Island, you think you can catch one of the capsules if I back the ship up?
I'll tell you what, we could maybe try that good old scoop technique. I could just open the airlock and maybe one might come in.
That's what I was doing. Like I was going to open the cargo lock and just back it up.
I could control the airlock as you try to catch one of these stupid things. Why do we need this?
Everybody's like,
I'm curious, and I'm flying the ship, so it's happening. And I tried to catch one of the capsules that are still alive.
I think that's going to have to be a pilot check.
Yup.
Are you trying to just get one that's alive, or are you just trying to scoop up? You could easily just kind of scoop up a handful of them.
Yeah, I'd scoop up the ones that. I'd try to scoop up a handful of them, including one that's alive.
Okay. Roll 1d20 for me.
You hit the main engine and it explodes, killing us all.
So yeah,
9.
you're able to get 9 of these things.
Oh, Lord.
How big are they?
They're about human size, just a little bit over human size.
We got
We can
20
dump
tons
it
of cargo
down.
hold. I think we can hold them.
I will get one as soon as the whole
I forget how to roll.
re-atmosphere rises.
Slash R
Protection.
base.
There you go, backslash.
Yep. So out of the 9, there's the other 8 of them are. You can see like the bodies inside are all wilted and starting to. They're not rotting, but they're like wilting down, I guess. But one of them still has a little bit of a life support. There's a little green blinking light at the top of it. You can see every now and then it blinks, but it's really, really weak.
All right.
I'd take it inside and then airlock the rest of them so we don't have to carry them.
While you have a vac suit on, of course, because if you don't, you're going to go pop.
No, I mean, like, I would have taken it inside of the ship and then close out the cargo hold.
I'm just messing with you.
Don't want to try to sell them to anybody or anything?
All right.
Oh my god! I didn't even think of that.
Do what?
Oh, we could have sold them organs.
That was helpful a few moments ago, Russ.
Gone now.
What are you talking about? You just held it. Whatever. Look, Elaine,
Right,
is there some sort of? Actually, no, I don't know your name's Elaine.
And how much collected, burnt out life support are worth to you, those who take value in such value?
You'd be surprised. You'd be very surprised. Like, I can probably sell this individual, I point to this still living person, for a pretty sizable chunk, amount of credits. I mean, not as a slave. I'm talking about harvesting his organs. Nice.
So, what I'd like to do is this. You said that there was a green blinking light in there, so it's obviously what they're trying.
Yep.
I would like to try to access this the little vessel thing to see if I can see what's inside of it. You want me to run
I think he's implied that we can look into it.
Yeah, it has a glass case over like where the face would be, so the people inside could see out.
Why do they have that? That's like
When
structurally unsound.
When we pick it up, it's like generically frosted over because this is a horror space movie, so we have to wipe it off.
Puts his hand up to the glass.
Yeah.
Actually, can we move this to some sort of medical? I'm like trying to get the attention of Elaine, but I don't know her name.
Sadly,
so.
this ship does not have expanded medical bays.
Elizabeth. I'm going to tell you something. So you don't have to wave your hand at me like feverishly, whatever the fuck you're doing right now. My name is Island.
Island. Okay, Island. Is there some sort of medical place that I can take this thing?
Take it back to your room.
Room?
Do whatever you want out there.
Yeah, you can do whatever you like to there.
I'll carry it to you.
But it seems as if Bowie is the one that really wanted this, so maybe you might have to fight over it with him.
I'll put it in my office. And I start dragging it into the office.
I look at you and I go, your office?
Well, do you sleep in there?
Do you really think I have to sleep, Elizabeth?
You know,
Wow, like you say you're one of us. I like heave it towards the office.
Like,
Maybe
you say it's one of us.
how heavy is this thing?
Probably a couple 100 pounds. You'd be able to push it.
Oh God!
Yeah,
So,
I'm like dragging it.
The thing inside of it is alive? Like, is
Yes.
it?
Presumably, yes.
It's not probably going to enjoy it.
I would like to try to access the electronics of whatever this thing is that is, the capsule it's in.
Okay.
You allow me to do that?
Yeah. What are you trying to do exactly? Or look for?
I would like to see if it has any type of computer,
Tracking.
anything that I can see that might be inside of it that is going to be bad for us. I'd like to run a computer thing.
Okay, just basically like a scan.
Yeah, I'm just going to see if I can see it.
Okay.
Maybe we could pop the tracker off and send it back out into space too.
Yeah, if I find a tracker, I think it's going to get airlocked in about 2 seconds.
Also, for purposes of cool, Island's body, the cables she has to use to hook the things comes out of her wrist like Spider-Man. It's like,
I love it. I'm a fan. Huge fan. Nobody else has computers, so I know I can do this. So, there we go.
So what do you got?
I
10.
think I do.
All right, so yeah, there's definitely a tracker on this. You can see that it hasn't been checked in about 2 weeks. So whatever this tracker relays back to, nobody's even paying attention to it for at least the past 2 weeks. There's a small data log that shows that it's been in space for 17 days.
17. So,
And it's the pod itself is registered to the USB Brotherhood 12.
U.S. Brotherhood 12. I'm typing that down as we speak.
So-
beyond that, all it has is like the slowly draining battery details. There's about 7 hours left, give or take, and then just like the slow, steady heartbeat of the creature inside.
Okay,
All
so
right.
we can't like keep it in stasis while we jump to the 1-2.
Aberith wants, like he roughly like knocks on the thing. I want you to
Open it.
make the computer think that it was destroyed. I don't want it to think that we took off with it. Or I could just destroy it. Stand back!
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
I think he's talking in general.
Yeah.
He does that
No, no,
sometimes.
I got it.
He just spouts off now and then.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I got a better idea. How about I just open it?
Make it seem as it's destroyed. I don't want them knowing that we have opened their foul creation.
It's
I want,
just
I
a
want it
bot.
to be destroyed.
All right. Do you want me to run another check to see if I can turn if I can turn any of this systems off?
Send destroy signal, because what if they know we open thing and thing inside has information that somebody does not want us to have to know.
That sounds like something
That's
from a
good.
Penny Dreadful.
Well, if we take it out, how are they going to follow us?
He doesn't
Alright,
want them to
robot.
follow us.
No, I
Try to
think
send the destroy signal, and then we're gonna open it.
Yeah, you
It
could.
doesn't have much battery life left.
You won't need to
That's
roll anything
well.
to destroy the signal if you want to. It's just you could like crush the chip if you wanted to.
Yeah. I disabled the chip, from the inside. To turn it off.
Okay. Yeah, and then I
There shouldn't be a problem with any signal any longer, guys. Oh,
Excellent.
sorry.
and then I'd kind of like look for the release lever.
Would you like me to open it? It looks as if I can.
Go ahead.
it pops open and it smells terrible.
However, Martin.
God.
Martin's got to come from there.
A bunch of goo comes out and like wrecks the carpet.
Oh, God. Bowie, you can have this room because that smell's going to seep into the carpet and the chair.
All right, when this thing opens up, let's see. When this thing opens up, like when you're looking at the pod itself, all it has is like small, like a bay-sized window, just enough to like see its head in there. But when the whole thing opens up, you can see that its body, it wears just like your basic loincloth and very primitive attire. But the whole body is burned really bad. Looks like from like fire burns or electrical burns of some sort. So it's covered in like third-degree burns all over its body. It's going to need to be put in some sort of medical bay or whatever you guys might have on the ship. It's probably
Which
not going to be
we
waking up
don't
anytime
have.
soon. It's clearly out.
Which
I mean, the ship comes standard with like a basic one, but we don't have the advanced one that
Right.
we could have bought.
A basic one, and then I think with Elizabeth's medical thing, you guys probably keep it alive long enough to get somewhere to, get it up and going.
yes, I could do that if everybody wants me to.
So what?
Father doesn't.
Well, yeah.
I want to
doesn't-
talk to it.
It's not going to wake up anytime soon.
I guess my question is this: what is the physical status of this thing? I mean, we could tell if it's alive or not. Does when it opens
I mean,
up, did it do anything, or did it just lay there looking dead still?
No, it's completely unconscious. It is alive. You can see like its heart. The heart monitor shows that it's going, and it does breathe slowly, very shallowly. So it's alive, just right on the edge.
Oh, it has a respiration. Blah. It has lungs.
Yep.
It can breathe.
Hey. I can't assume everything works like human biology, man. It's an alien, not a human that just happens to be different. God.
All right. Well, I'll help you drag it to the medical bay.
I
Lift up
see.
one side.
I see. You dragged it here, but it's steep and stinking here, and now you're gonna drag it to medical bay.
Somebody could easily pick it up if they wanted to. It's
That's what Bowie's doing. Bowie, pick it up and let's see what your best friend, your girlfriend, is alive or not.
God damn it! And I just drag it, and you hear.
You can pick up the person inside.
Yeah.
And when Elizabeth says your girlfriend is alive or not, whatever, because Averith has his arms crossed and says, "We know your parents aren't though."
Oh.
He's just it's and I just
So, coming running up,
and then I keep.
Sparky runs up and shocks you in the leg.
Shucks whom?
You, Everett.
And Averith just straight up kicks it since it's skittering across the ground.
Yeah, and the other goes, "That wasn't very nice."
It was not very nice.
Yeah.
And the further joke forever is now that Averith constantly tries to kill Sparky, but it always just gets away.
It's like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, except it's Father Aberth and Sparky.
Medical bay and
Alright.
get it set up. And then
Alright, I'm like, no, don't use that. That'll kill it. That'll kill it. That might kill it, and that will make it suffer, and then kill it. Hang on.
Let's see.
Let's see.
You can see this thing is right on the edge. You could do a medical check if you wanted to try.
Alright, so I'm using a med kit, which I have, and that adds a +1. Right. So that just raises my.
I can try use the.
I mean, you've got full-on medical facilities.
Well, I don't know if the medical facilities give me a bonus or not, and Gus was saying something.
Or Gus could just
Oh yeah, Gus has. I forgot. Gus, actually, I'm going to play it off that I don't know. I don't remember you could do that in the whole thing. So I'm like,
he never shown us.
Yeah. I'm going through all this supplies. I don't have any. I don't have this. I don't have this. And then Gus just reaches over and touches him. It's like you're asking for miracles, Bowie. You're asking for miracles, Bowie. I've only got a med kit and some rubbing alcohol and whatever the fuck that beer.
I got a miracle up my sleeve.
What are you, Space Jesus now?
Nobody call me that.
All right.
Well, nobody calls me that, but you can call me that.
No, essentially the thing idea is that I'm complaining to Bowie, and as I'm complaining, Gus just heals him to just get it over with.
So, pretty much what biostasis does, while fancy, just prevents a dead thing from not being dead, but you still have to heal it.
Oh, so he stops it from dying.
Yeah, so it's not going to get any worse as long as he keeps channeling this.
How long does he have to channel it?
I don't know.
Okay. So while
we may restore...
I mean, we could...
Then if it takes more damage, then it starts to die again.
So for 24 hours, it will die if it does not receive such attention within 24 hours.
I forget what's the
Hopefully
drought.
Elizabeth can figure something out in the next day or so.
Yeah, we should be in the tropics by then, shouldn't we?
No, that takes 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little while.
So you gotta.
You need a medical check. He can stabilize it. If you wanted to have him stabilize it for the 24 hours, that'll give you 24 hours to work on it. So I'll give you a +1 for that, plus whatever the medical kit or you had was.
Do I get a bonus for the med center or no?
No.
I didn't
That's
think
just it's like a free medikit.
So it'd be 2 on top of your skill, right?
Yep. And you're gonna need a difficulty 9 with this thing, because you're not quite sure what you're working with.
Nailed it!
Boom!
Nice. So yeah, you're able to stabilize it. From what you know, it's probably not going to wake up for a couple weeks, as you can wrap its burns and stuff like that up. So you kind of put it in like a medical-induced coma for the time being, until you can get somewhere to really fix it up, whatever it is.
You know what? Since it's clearly obvious that we're not going to have enough rooms in here, I'm probably going to have to sleep in here, aren't I?
Yep.
Damn it.
It's all right. My room smells like rotten fish
Stasis goo.
and like
Well, your room and
Alien
apparently
ass.
Brussels sprouts.
your room,
Apparently
your
smells lucky.
office, your room, and apparently Elaine's office.
My name
Anyway.
is Island, not Elaine.
Island.
Not
You know what?
Seinfeld.
What's Seinfeld?
Space Seinfeld.
Sign.
I love Space Seinfeld, and
Space Kramer.
yeah, he's the best. I wonder what happened to him after a while.
Oh, jeez. All right. So, are we gonna jump yet?
Yeah, I'm jumping.
That was my next
We
question.
haven't moved.
While you guys are doing that, I'm jumping. All right, I got 9.
Yeah, it's fine.
Does he need it? Oh, you have navigation too. Okay,
Yep.
Yeah, I could have helped you, but
Can I get
this is-
assisted on navigation checks?
I guess so.
I would be able to assist you. Because I have navigation.
All right, I do have to double read all the space jumping stuff. A 9 does do it though, right?
I hope so. Otherwise, we're going to die.
And was it? Is it not like a week per sector?
It's 6 days.
6 days. So, and you're headed to 1-2 for the place. So, 12
Rest
days.
and relaxation.
All right.
So it's going to probably take us 12 days.
Yeah, about 12 days. What do you guys do during this time? Anything?
Well, I am keeping the subject, which I have named, which everyone has named, subject Tiger Dragon.
Okay.
So
Uh,
that's
Tiger
So-
Dragon?
so that's actually 12 days because we go 2
Yeah.
and then into to,
Subject Tiger Dragon. STD.
yes.
Good.
Nice.
I'm glad that
Awesome.
we got this smelly, goo-filled STD out of that pod. Put it on a slab. Now it's stinking up Bowie's office. And good. Father
Yeah.
Aberrath is happy.
I'm so glad you got that. Anyway, but yeah, essentially I'm studying that, and I'm like secretly trying to figure out the deal with Elaine.
That's a
Island.
joke for the series.
Yes.
And we go left to right doing like downtime activities.
Yeah, essentially that, and talking with everybody except for Father Aberrath, because he says that everything I do with technology is a sin and an abomination. He's like my mom.
You can't avoid him though. Aberrath's always there, yo. Just like
Well,
cursing
I
at you.
pretty much just stick in the medical bay, so it's like he knows where I am.
Just always
Yeah,
stops
it's a
in.
ship. Yeah,
He's like-
he just stops and like leans on the door jam. Wow, you're absolute filth, and then just goes on.
It's like
It's good for morale. It really is.
okay, and essentially I'm trying to figure out. Essentially what I'm doing, besides keeping the subject alive, is trying to figure out with Bowie what do we do when we get to the planet.
Fuck if I know.
Oh my god.
I'd rather go
Alright.
somewhere warm.
It was warm at the Pleasure Planet satellite.
All right, as you're like
That's
working
a-
on this thing over the next few days and stuff, and some of its wounds are starting to heal up and stuff, you can notice that it's covered in small little tattoos. They're just blue X's. And there's like one on its arms, one on its ankle, one on the back of its neck, and they're like scattered all over in random places. Just little blue X's.
Don't cross the street, go down the lane. So it's got a bunch of tattoos. Are those like burns?
Nope, they're
But
just straight up tattoos. They're real thick lines. And they're probably about 2 inches in square.
Would I guess I would make a note of that for later. It's not like
Yeah,
not
it's
like they're
nothing.
bombs. Yeah, I'll probably bring this up with the rest of the crew maybe later on during the trip. It's like, yeah, it's tattooed. Anybody know about that? Eileen, Gus, Bowie. I don't want to talk to Father Aberrath.
Father Aberrath's covered in tattoos, but
Yeah,
the
but then-
tattoos are made of scar tissue and burns.
Yeah, and apparently these aren't burns. Is anybody
that-
from?
Ultra criminal or spacer help with that?
I don't know.
Probably not in this case, no.
All right, guys. So bear with me. I've got an idea. When we get to the planet, why don't we call on some of our contacts to see what we can do instead of just running?
I think I've got some contacts.
I hope
To
so.
build up some money.
Or when we get to where we're going, we get this airlock, this strange creature we tried to do and decided we're going to ship.
Hey, he might come in handy. He's kind of
It's kind of terrifying how much the creature robot thing wants to airlock things. It's weird even to me.
So far, I trust that alien a lot more than certain other people on the ship.
Look,
Yeah,
I only was.
He's
Look,
really sketchy, drinking all that old brandy, eating all that old gum.
Look, Gus, I only tried to take some of your skin cell samples one time and your blood, but that was because I really wanted to know if your skin was, a hallucinogen. That was once. Get over
I
it.
can forgive you for that. I wasn't talking about you, but
Really?
it's reminding me for future reference.
I have the feeling he's talking about me.
I think he's talking about Aberith, actually. But then again, everyone's talking about Aberith, Eileen.
Well, mostly Father Aberith, but doesn't quite trust the AI yet either.
Actually, that is something I think we're going to need to talk about. How do we know that in our sleep, look, it's nice that you want to help us get rid of this, but, you've got no natural investment in this situation. I mean, you could leave us all on that planet as soon as we get there and take off.
We fly the ship away, I could do that. Let's go.
Yes, but we'd prefer if you didn't do that.
I have no desire to do that right now. I would travel with you. It sounds like you may have an interesting journey ahead before you.
Oh, how I would hope that's the case. I'd like to get back to my lifestyle of fun and fancy, wild drinks, wild parties, and wild men and women.
So this conversation is happening while we're jump, right?
Yeah, while we're traveling.
Jumping.
So I can't look anything up on a computer yet because there's no space net while you're in jump.
Yeah, 12 days without Spacebook.
Spacebook.
Oh my
hard on,
gosh,
man.
what the hell am I gonna do?
Or space
All I
books.
know.
Yeah, no space.
Oh,
Yeah,
space mix, yes.
Can't binge watch.
We joked about that in it.
yeah.
Binge watching space.
Good thing Father Aberith always carries around all these old space VHSs of old episodes of Space ER,
Oh my god.
but only the 3rd and 8th seasons.
Which are the worst seasons because they're right in the middle of the big story. So you have no.
We are so tangenty, it's so bad. But so, do we want to just go to the next one?
Yes. Let's just say we get
We're
there.
there.
All right.